What's up, everyone? I'm Pain Freak, the Freak Chef. Welcome to Sunday Supper. And today we're going to be playing with kitchen power tools, talking about breadcrumbs. So here's my little breadcrumb tips. What type of breadcrumbs used for different things? Now, there's two main types of breadcrumbs. There's like very coarse breadcrumbs, which are typically called panko breadcrumbs. And then there's these regular breadcrumbs. Sometimes you'll see them like Italian style seasoned or something like that, which are a lot finer. You can get them in plain as well. I normally don't get seasoned breadcrumbs. I don't use them a lot because I like to add my own seasoning to stuff. But sometimes you're lazy and just want to use them, and it's just easier sometimes. But I typically have a ton of panko breadcrumbs normally. And the reason for this is if I need a coarser breadcrumb, especially with like fried chicken or certain fried foods that you want a thicker, heavier breadcrumb on, it's a lot chunkier. Panko is that type of breadcrumb. It's a lot different than regular fine breadcrumbs like this that you'll typically see that are Italian style or even plain like that. Panko breadcrumbs are a lot thicker, heavier. They're larger breadcrumbs. But what I do is, even though this says panko breadcrumbs, it really isn't, because I use a food processor if I want a finer breadcrumb, especially if I want it plain. So I typically have a lot of panko breadcrumbs on me, and if you take a look at how thick these are, or, you know, I mean, they're good for like fried food, shrimp, stuff like that. You can get a good view of that. See how big the crumb is versus a finer breadcrumb. I'll just take some of this out. See, it's a lot smaller. So what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to make these crab cakes for tomorrow. So I'm doing some dry ingredient prep right now because I'm going to be doing crab cakes and some spinach puffball, stuff like that. I'm going to need a finer breadcrumb because I don't want to really do a lot of like crab cakes. They're more delicate, so I don't want a thick crumb on the outside and have it real hard and crusty. I want a more finer coating, the way I'd normally do like a veal parmesan or chicken parmesan with a finer breadcrumb. So for that, I employ these of my food processor with just the blade on it and the thing. And then once I get enough breadcrumbs that I need, I just keep putting them in here. And these are actually fine breadcrumbs now because I've been working on these for a little bit. So here we go. You only really need a couple pulses. There we go. And now we have a much finer breadcrumb, close to what the regular seasoned plain normal breadcrumbs would normally look like, the way you would think of them. So I've been adding them to here as I've been going along, doing them in batches, and this should be enough for everything that I need tomorrow, because I'm going to need some for the filling and some for the coating. And that's my breadcrumb hack. That's why I do breadcrumbs. Follow my website, follow my social and everything for Freak Show, my Freak Show, Pain Freak Freak Show, Instagram, Pain Freak Show on Twitter. Subscribe to my Freak Show Patreon and my YouTube channel, because all these little kitchen hack tips are this new series called Sunday Supper that I'm doing a bunch of food tips on, and those are all free, but you can subscribe to see all the other great content that's exclusively on Patreon. So love you guys. Thanks for your support. Hope that helps. I'm Pain Freak, the Freak Chef, and this was Sunday Supper.